Okay, so let's have a look at the template and start making it your own. I strongly advise you to use Google Docs to edit this, mainly because it's automatically saved and backed up, so there's virtually no risk of losing it to a hard drive crash or some other computer failure. Also, later in this course, I'll show you how to use Google Forms to streamline your risk assessments. So using free Google services throughout is going to be the easiest thing to do. If you're a die-hard Microsoft fan or you just don't like using Google services, you can download it in Microsoft Word or whatever format you like. If you want to use Google Docs but you don't have a Google account, then you'll need to sign up for a free Gmail account with Google. So if you click on the link below, you'll be able to see a view-only copy of the template. So there it is, the Occupational Health and Safety Management System template. So we're going to need to make a copy of this. So click on File. Now if you want to edit this external from Google Docs, you can do that with a range of different formats here, or you can make a copy that will then be editable. And why not just give it today's date and we'll save this somewhere sensible that we're going to remember. My drive, and I've got a folder here called Safety. If you don't have a folder called Safety, I suggest you make one. Just click on New Folder and call it Safety. And we're going to save it there. So once you've saved it in that new location, you're going to be able to edit this new document. So the red text is the stuff that we're going to change. I suggest that we just leave it all red for now, and we can change the color later on. So the first thing that we can change is your company name. You'll notice that your company name pops up quite a few places here, and if we look further down the document, your company name is going to crop up in a few different places. So why don't we just go ahead and change that all at once. So edit, find, and replace. So we're going to find your company name. Oops. Your company name. And we're going to change that to whatever your company name is, and replace all. That's a nice quick way of changing some text throughout the document. And then we're going to place a logo. So here we've got a placeholder for your logo. So click on that, then do a right click and go down to Replace Image. Upload one from your computer. Let's have a look. That one looks okay. We'll use that. That looks quite nice. So underneath here, there's a little bit of text that describes essentially what your company does. So this can be useful for when you're using this document to communicate your risks to other businesses. So go ahead and give a brief description of what your company is all about. And you'll notice further down here, in an emergency, please call. Now I imagine that that's probably going to be your name and phone number. If not, make sure that the person whose name and phone number you put on this document is happy for it to be there. So looking further down here, we've got a table with a few different items in there. Fill out all of these fields. It's probably going to be your name. You're going to be making this document. We're going to put in today's date. Because that's the name of this document. So this field here, approved by, you're going to leave that blank until you've finished working on this document, and then you'll find somebody else who can have a read over it and make sure that what you've written makes sense and everybody agrees with it. We can put today's date in here and this review date. That's going to be a year from the date that you finish writing this health and safety management system. So that's a taste of what this is going to look like. Pretty simple stuff, really.